Welcome to episode 3 of our series on decoding faces for leadership. So far, we've explored how facial expressions reveal leadership potential and how to recognize confidence and authority in a face. But today's topic is perhaps one of the most critical in today's fast-paced corporate world: burnout. Every leader, manager, and HR professional must learn to detect signs of exhaustion, emotional fatigue, and burnout in their teams. And it starts with learning how to read it on someone's face. Burnout doesn't show up overnight. It's a silent process. Often, the person going through it isn't even fully aware of it themselves. It begins as a slight change in energy, a decrease in engagement, a hesitancy in expression. Over time, it builds into a full-blown mental and emotional crash. And yet, if we train ourselves to spot the early signs, we can intervene early. We can support. We can realign. This is where facial profiling becomes not just insightful, but essential. So how does burnout show up on the face? Let's begin with the eyes. Eyes are the most expressive part of the face, and they're the first to show signs of emotional depletion. Look for a reduced blinking rate, heavy eyelids, and a persistent droop in the outer corners of the eyes. When someone is burned out, their eyes lose light. There's a lack of sparkle, a diminished response to stimulation. The eyes may dart less and stay fixed for longer periods, reflecting a lack of mental engagement. Next, pay attention to under-eye areas. Dark circles, puffiness, or discoloration in the lower eyelids are not just cosmetic concerns. They are physiological responses to chronic stress and disrupted sleep patterns. Burned-out individuals often experience restless sleep, and it reflects visibly. These signs might seem small, but when viewed in context with other traits, they become loud indicators of inner struggle. Now, shift to the eyebrows. People experiencing burnout often show persistent tension between the brows, creating a vertical crease known as the worry line. This line is formed by the corrugator muscle, which becomes overactive when someone is constantly stressed or mentally overloaded. Unlike a momentary frown, this line stays even in neutral expression. It's the face's way of saying, "I'm carrying something heavy." The mouth also plays a crucial role in identifying burnout. A flat or downturned mouth, tight lips, or lips pressed together even during conversation are classic signs of emotional withdrawal. This doesn't just mean sadness, it means suppression. The person is likely holding back emotions, biting their tongue, or simply too drained to express. You'll often see this in high performers who don't want to show weakness, but their face speaks the truth even when their words don't. One of the most telling signs is muscle tone in the face. A relaxed, expressive face moves easily. But in burnout, facial muscles become stiff or overly loose. People may speak with less facial animation, or their expressions feel delayed. This disconnect is a result of emotional fatigue. They're present, but not fully present. Their energy is somewhere else. Their face is running on autopilot. Let's now observe posture and facial synergy. In a healthy state, the face and body communicate in sync. When someone is joyful, their smile matches their tone, their eyes light up, their shoulders lift. In burnout, this synergy collapses. You may hear someone say, "I'm fine," but their facial profile shows disengagement. Their smile doesn't reach their eyes. Their gestures are delayed or robotic. This mismatch is a key signal for leaders to step in and ask deeper questions. The skin tone can also reveal a lot. Chronic stress affects blood flow and hydration. The result, a dull or pale complexion, excessive oiliness, or sudden breakouts. These signs often go unnoticed in the workplace, dismissed as bad days. But in reality, they are stress responses manifesting physically. In facial profiling, we treat the skin as a canvas that reveals the body's emotional story. Burnout also affects micro-expressions. People under heavy stress display suppressed expressions. You may notice quick flashes of sadness, annoyance, or defeat emotions that disappear in milliseconds but are very real. These micro-expressions betray the truth. The face always tells the truth. As leaders, we must learn to slow down and watch. Let's put this into a real-world scenario. Imagine you're leading a team of 10. One of your top performers starts showing up late occasionally. You notice he avoids eye contact in meetings. He used to smile frequently, but now his expressions are neutral. His forehead looks tenser, and he responds with less energy. The data says his productivity is fine, but your eyes tell a different story. This is your chance to act before the storm hits. A simple check-in could be the turning point for this team member. Facial profiling helps leaders go beyond performance metrics and into the emotional pulse of the team. Burnout affects not just individuals, but entire teams. When left unchecked, it breeds disengagement, conflict, and high turnover. But when caught early, it becomes an opportunity to realign workloads, offer support, and rekindle purpose. Our FOQUS AI platform has been trained to recognize these facial cues. When integrated into HR systems or coaching frameworks, it acts as a burnout radar. It gives you real-time feedback, helping you detect when someone is approaching the danger zone. It doesn't replace empathy, it strengthens it. It makes leadership more human and more responsive. We must also talk about leaders themselves. Many leaders burn out silently. They carry the weight of decisions, people, and results. Their faces tell stories they refuse to speak. A leader under burnout may overcompensate by pushing harder, smiling wider, or avoiding silence altogether. But their facial tone betrays the truth. Their eyes grow duller, their brows stay tense. Their smiles become rehearsed. If this is you, pause and reflect. Your face is asking for help. Self-awareness is the first step. Record yourself after a long workday. Watch your expressions. Are your eyes tired? Is your jaw tight? Is your smile authentic or forced? These are not weaknesses. These are signals. Your body is talking. Will you listen? Conclusion: recognizing burnout is no longer optional. It's a leadership responsibility. When we learn to see the face not as an appearance, but as a dashboard of emotions, we unlock deeper insights into team health. We build trust, not by asking more from our people, but by seeing more of them, truly seeing. Your leadership impact doesn't start with your goals. It starts with your gaze, with what you choose to notice. Next week, in episode 4, we'll explore how to identify deception or hidden agendas through facial asymmetry and suppressed expressions. This is one of the most requested topics, and it will change the way you conduct interviews and negotiations. Until then, stay observant, stay empathetic, and remember, a burned-out face is not a failing one. It's a call for support. Learn to answer that call, and you become more than a manager. You become a leader people remember.